I'm based in LA, so my story takes place here. About 4 years ago, I don't know if you guys remember the big Women's March, and I just didn't know if I wanted to go. But then I started getting all of these invites and texts saying things like, "Can I go with you? Where do I meet you? Should we take the subway?" And honestly, I wasn't so sure because it just felt like, what is really the point of it? You see, I'm no stranger to marches. I come from Mexico City, and there we march all the time. We march when we're happy, against oppression, peace, women's rights. I've been in marches with more than 6 million people. I was actually in the 2006 Los Angeles Immigration March, and I only saw Latinos and a handful of white people there that were probably married to the Latinos. And just think of that march made me question even more if I wanted to go to the Women's March. Because what were all of these women, full of different causes, were going to accomplish when we couldn't even come together to support just one cause? But then my friend told me that, Shepard Fairey, the artist that created the famous Obama poster, that he was giving away posters for the march. And I don't know, with this newfound motivation, I decided that I wanted to go. And I texted my friends. My friend and I waited in that gallery for 3 hours, like assholes. By the time I made it to the front of the line, there were no posters. So I texted my friends again. I'm not going. I woke up the next day to my phone blasting text. You promise is the one that got me. So I went. So I was waiting for my friends in Union Station. I was just like angry. I didn't want to be there. I didn't have a poster. I didn't see the point. But then I met this 7-year-old little woman. She was sitting in a wheelchair, and she had like her little Nasty Women t-shirt, and her dad had his I Support Her Rights t-shirt, and they were just so happy. It just made me feel so ashamed of myself for throwing so much negativity to the world. I felt like if she could do it, so could I. I found my friends and we started walking down the streets. It was a sea of people. Let me tell you, Americans do not know how to organize a march. It was a hot mess, but also the most apologetic one. Like every time anybody touched me, they were like, "I'm so sorry. Do you want water? Can I help you?" Anyways, we started walking down Broadway, and we entered like this farmers market, but instead of food, it was non-profits. But this one stand that had about 30 Middle Eastern men that were giving away water and the most delicious vegan food. And I just couldn't believe how kind they were. And at some point, we just got stuck in the middle of the street. We couldn't move. And I remember these little Mexican kids, they started chanting, "La raza unida jamás será vencida." And barely anybody chanted. But this white girl, that she was like, "Unida, vencida." And then the kids started chanting in English. "The people united will never be defeated." And like fire, it spread through all of the streets. It was magical. I guess the message of the march was very, very clear. It is time to take action. I guess I was a little bit of a cat out of the bag. I guess I always knew I needed to be there. I just needed to be reminded that it is okay to fight for the things that you believe in. As I started walking back Union Station after the march, I met this girl, and she had like this poster that I really wanted, the Shepherd Parade poster that I really wanted. And she told me, they were just giving them away, but they ran out of them. And I was just like, ugh. And then she went like this with her poster, and she had another one. Do you want it? She said. And I just couldn't believe that this girl was giving me the poster that I wanted so much. As I rode the subway back home, I felt like intoxicated with this sense of unity, love, so much humanity. This is the smallest march of my life. Only 750,000 people. But oh my God, by far, the most meaningful one. Thank you.